I'm Colt Stevens from C. Stevens Gunworks. The following video you're going to see is an archive of my earlier work. Some of these earlier videos of mine have some great information that I really wanted to repost and preserve. So I hope you enjoy the content and I hope you learn something from this video. Today we're going to be talking about ballistic panels. We're going to be looking at NC Star in particular. They have their own series of ballistic panels under the VISM line. And today we're going to be looking at this one in particular. This is the Level 3 Plus. We're going to start off by talking a little bit about what they have to offer, and then we'll see what we have here in person. So their lineup, they have 3 NIJ certified plates and 1 ballistic helmet, which I believe is also NIJ certified. The first one that they offer is the Level 3A, and that's a soft flexible panel. That one is rated at 44 Magnum or 9mm at 1400 feet per second. And the next one, which we have here today, that's this one right here, is the Level 3 Plus. It's a hard plate. There are details on there, and you can see this on their website. They make it out of a layered polyethylene material. I think they have polyethylene on the outside and some kind of inner layer, and we might touch on that here in a minute. That one is rated at 7.62 by 51 M80 at 2800 feet per second, which is very good for a rifle plate. The next one is their Level 4. That's a ceramic and polyethylene layered composite material. The downside to that one is, compared to the Level 3 Plus, the 3 Plus is a multi-hit. The Level 4 is going to be a single hit. And of course, the Level 4 is a 30-06 M2 armor piercing 166 grain at 2740 feet per second, which is quite impressive. That's going to be the black tip armor piercing, the real stuff. You'd be hard pressed to find a round that's going to go through a plate around here, at least in the civilian industry. So we'll take a look at this one. This is the 3A 11 by 14 sized inch plate. It is the shooter's cut. They've cut off the top right and top left to accommodate like arm movement if you have it in a vest, and we'll show this vest here in a moment. Their warranty period on here is 5 years, so they expect these to have a shelf life of 5 years on this plate. And it's pretty sturdy. I've had this in my vest for about 6 months now, and it's still pretty rigid. It's quite hefty. It's about 5 pounds, I'd say. It's pretty durable, hefty. It's got some strength to it. It definitely feels like it could take a 308, and yeah, I'd protect my life with that. It seems solid enough. Okay, so on the ballistic helmets, they're rated at 3A. They're not the soft flexible, they're Kevlar lined, so they have Kevlar on the outside, so it's going to feel closer to the 3 Plus, hard rigid, with the soft interior for everyday use. It's rated at 44 Magnum and 9mm at 1400 feet per second, just like the standard 3A plates. The next one, the plates themselves come in 3 different sizes. They've got the 6x6 squares and the 10-inch by 12-inch shooter's cut and rectangular. So like this has the sheared off edges. This is shooter's cut. Rectangle would be just straight squares. And of course this is the 11 by 14-inch shooter's cut plate. Interestingly enough, reading the catalog, they said that the warranty was 10 years. If you check the 3 Plus, this is 5 years. I don't know if that's just carried over from the newer models. And it may differ depending on the material. Since this is a 3 Plus, it may be a different material than the 3A, which could be rated at 10 years. So we'll move on. The plate carriers themselves, which we have one here. This is the Expert plate carrier right here. We'll see if we can get this in the shot. It has the MOLLE on the outside, so you can fit all your attachments and things like that up here. Places for, it's got Velcro for the patches and everything. It's got a pull strap on the top. Very tactical. And it looks solidly built. They didn't cut any corners on this as far as I can tell. They've got the padding on the inside. You can see that here. It feels good against the skin. You can wear it for a while. It is hot, I will tell you that. I wore it for about 8 hours one day, and I was sweating the whole time after about 4 hours. So it's nice that they have this on here. It's better than if it was just the regular material. This material here, this padding, does help with the heat over a while. And this one in particular, you can use a front or back plate, which I believe I've got right there. You can stack the plates. That's an important feature with the Expert plate carrier. We'll see if we can get this in here. So you have this area right here. You pull up on the padding. Let's see if we can get this in the shot. You can pull up on this for the padding, and you pull this back. You have another layer right here. Then you can actually see this area right here is where you can actually insert the plate. So you pull up on this Velcro right here. You have a little insert right there, so you can stick the plate right in. It's not quite Call of Duty. It takes a little bit of effort to change out these plates. And it may be a little different. I mean, they make 2 or 3 different ones. The standard covert plate carrier is just an exposed strap. They don't have the padding like this one does. This is made for extended use. Of course, the quick release is more like a tactical vest, so that's going to be a lot easier to shove a plate into. Let's see if we can get this in here. A tight fit, but it's close. There it is. It's in there. So we'll close everything up. This is more of a lining that you can take out if you prefer. It's just a little extra padding. I don't think it has any tactical value or protection value or anything like that. So here it is. We'll close this up. And that's your plate installed. You can see here. Very rigid now. It's in there. So that's your plate installed. I'll model this real quick for you and you can see what it looks like. It's a bit of a process to get it on. You can see right here what this looks like. Pretty hefty. That'd stop a rifle caliber for sure. It makes you feel tougher just putting it on. So we'll cut here and I'll show you what it looks like when it's fully equipped here. Okay, so here we are. This is the vest fully equipped, Call of Duty ready, tactical. Feels, to me, of course it's a little bit small. Depending on where you have it, you can angle it up or down. To me, the plate ends like right about here. So this is the plate sitting right here. Of course, your vital areas are covered, of course. They don't make one for big people. Of course, I don't think they intend for big people to be operator status. But of course, it's better than the 10 by 12. The 10 by 12 would be, of course, a lot smaller, so I do appreciate the 11 by 14. It's a little bit of effort to get it on. I'd say it's about 5 minutes if you're just shoving the plate in and all that. I, of course, only have the one plate in. And over time, it does get hot, it does get heavy. Depending on how you have it Velcroed in, it's a little difficult to breathe, especially if you start to get hot and sweaty. So I don't know how feasible it is to wear it for extended time, especially if you have more than one plate. It's just very rigid. I mean, you put this on and it feels like plate armor. I mean, it's serious stuff. It's by no means. I mean, there's a reason NC Star put it under the VISM line. That's their premium series. They take pride in the construction of these plates, and it really shows. So with that, that's all I have for today. Please check the link in the description and make sure to like and subscribe.